Hi guys. Something else that I forgot to mention here about like if you're developing a relationship and you're communicating, all the time with your woman, so you end up establishing like a pattern of when you're talking to one another, right? Like in the morning, when she would wake up, and we would talk for a couple of hours type of thing, and then throughout the day, it kind of develops a routine of how you talk and when you talk and so forth. And so, if all of a sudden there was a big change in the communication patterns that you were having, means there might be something up. You know, if that goes on for multiple times, I mean, there can be internet outages and stuff over here. I understand that, or brownouts where they have trouble communicating. But if that pattern seems to persist for days and days and days and days and days and days, then there's probably something fishy going on there. Yeah, hanky panky. No, not hanky panky, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, so okay, I will tell you the story of us when
You
we
got
were
the cute little ears on.
talking via online, guys. I always let Randy know. I always find ways to inform or to give him a notice that hey, today we don't have power. So I would always send a text message because I don't want him to hang in there and wondering what has happened.
Yeah, there
Or
was in the entire time we were dating, right?
yeah.
There was only one day she wasn't able to find a way to communicate with me.
Yeah, that was the time when the network was down. I guess there was a typhoon and we don't have signal,
Was
the
typhoon?
entire island. Yeah, but
Right.
during the regular unnoticed brownouts, because I didn't have the generator yet way back then, I would always text him, send a text message that hey Han, we don't have power today,
Yeah, you would
something like that.
you would use your data,
Mm, mm-mm.
right, on your
And
phone.
and one more thing, guys. This is for men. You will know that a woman or a Filipina, because I'm a Filipina, I will speak for a
You
Filipina
are?
in general. I will tell you that if a woman is into you, right? If she's in love with you, if she's into you, if she respects you, and if you're the only man that he talks about,
I want to hear this.
he would always, she or I, because I always send random message when whatever I do at night, if even if I woke up to pee because I know he's awake because we have 15 hours difference, I would always send a message. Hey Han, how are you? I woke up for
Hi,
pee.
honey.
It's always like that. And before I go to bed, we talk or it's like he said, there's a pattern,
Yeah,
right?
you develop a
And
pattern.
and also, one thing to notice also, if you're talking with your Filipina or with your man or with your woman, especially when you're chatting, and if there's a delay of the responses, not because of the signal or internet interruption or whatever, uh, you have to think that maybe he or she is talking to somebody else
How
right
much
at the same time,
how much of a delay would you consider concerned?
like 5 minutes, 3 minutes.
3 minutes,
Because
5 minutes?
when you set up a pattern, guys, that like for example, we always set up our time, like
Right.
when you're home back to work, when you're having your beer and I'm just home, I will be
Yeah.
like eating or
So, so guys, when you're setting up your pattern, do really slow responses all the way. Like I type really slow, and that way you can be messaging another woman in between, and she won't know.
no, I mean, and there's like and then these are just the basics that maybe, yeah, this is basics, but maybe you the experience and
Yeah.
you, and then even if your instinct is telling that that there is something wrong, but then because you have to follow your heart, your heart will always say, oh, it's okay, just it's just circumstances, but because when we were talking, like I said, we will be giving you what we did experience. When we talk, we are talking. We
Well,
really talk, you
Yeah.
know. And if I have to go to the pigs, or if I have to go to the toilet, if I have, you always inform your guy, or you inform your girlfriend. But if there's always a delay, and then deleting messages, like unsent messaging, there are times, because sometimes I unsent a message to Randy, guys. This is very true. I unsent a message that I was talking to my cousin, and that was really true. It was really my cousin, and I had to delete it.
Sure, it was.
Yeah, and I had to delete it because it was in a Tagalog, and then we had a fight about it because it, why you didn't just let it go, And then when I said, well, it's automatic. On back on our minds, we already thought that maybe he would think the other way.
It's
So
like,
you just
oops.
don't create trouble,
Sent that to the wrong person.
Because
Hey, that's a little question for you guys. How many of you guys have sent the message to the wrong person? I'm not talking about necessarily between a guy and a girl.
Yeah.
I remember one time I sent a message to my boss.
yeah.
Whoops. He had messaged me in between. I think I was talking to you, and
Yeah.
then all of a sudden I'm sending messages. To
Oh
him.
yeah, but it's true. So it's regardless if it's a good intention or a good conversation about others, it's not cheating about you. It's nothing wrong with that. But automatically, when we send a message that is not supposed to a person, the right instinct is to delete it, and that's what I did. Oops. It was
Right.
well, it wasn't but what I am trying to say, it only happens once on us. But if it happens to you so frequently, or it's always just an excuses. Oh, I took a picture, and then it was bad, and then do this and da. It's
No.
you have to be cautious, guys. And yeah,
So
cheater will always be caught, but sometimes there are very good cheaters.
eventually they will be.
There are always good liars. There's always bad people, regardless how good we are.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't necessarily make them bad people,
Yeah.
but it definitely means that there's trouble in the relationship,
Yeah.
kind of a thing. So, anyways, that's all we can really suggest about that.
Yeah, but during our time, remember during our time online dating, when we get out from the site, we both committed to each other, right?
Your
We
cute little ears. Woo!
we commit to each other, guys,
My
and
little Playboy buddy.
I never talk. I was not talking to any other man. I was concentrating on
sure.
him,
Mhm.
and he was concentrating on me. The reason for that, I chose it that way because I cannot do multitasking about talking with different people, because it's just different to keep up, guys. How could you be able to remember which one said this, which one is this, which one is who? I didn't like it. Never.
Well, yeah, I was the same way.
Yeah.
Like I picked what appears to be the best one, and
And concentrate.
and exclusively communicate with her.
Yeah, and then
In which case it was Rose. I think I made the right decision, but I'm not really sure.
well, you still have to live for another 20 years to find it out, honey.
Yeah.
So you have to live for another 20 years. So anyway, this might be sound crazy, but I know that there are men and women that are communicating with different guys or different women, because I have a friend. I have a friend that already married to a Canadian, and she did really do it purposely to choose the best.
No.
So at the moment she's talking, which is not bad.
Yeah.
Which is not bad. It just on our time, there was no other man that communicated with me that wants to live on the farm. So it was only Randy that says he's a country boy or he's a countryman, no one else. So I communicated with him, because the rest are just all city, travel with me. I will treat you like a queen. You'll have everything, it's something like that. But
Yeah, don't flash your money around if you have money.
yeah.
It's not really going to get you anything
It's
other than in trouble.
much better that a woman that you go with or chose with that will not know that you have money,
Right.
right, Han?
Right.
Because sometimes we know I'm not stupid, guys. I know that every woman is into money. I am into money because of course we have bills to pay, we eat, we have, things to do
You're-
in our farm, and everyone is into money.
Yours is for the necessities of
Yeah,
life,
for
though.
the necessity, and most of it is so that we be able to help others, which is not bad. But for me as a Filipina, I know, and for you as a foreigner or as an American especially, as most of the Filipina at the moment is coming to a guys for security. I'm not trying to criticize women
Right.
because I do the same, but I mean
But in the same breath, they're also seeking love.
yeah,
You know?
yeah,
It's
with
it's
the
like
yeah,
it's not just for the money.
yeah, it's not just for the security because
Yeah.
who are women that doesn't want security and love?
I don't know of
It's
any.
so it's yeah, but do not settle just for a sake of a pity. Like if you pity me, if you feel bad for me, and then you don't have the love.
Yeah, you had a rough life.
Yeah,
and
you
I
have
feel
you have a
bad
rough
for
life.
her, and
I don't think that's the good basis into going the relationship further, because you will just ended up having the relationship just and
Yeah.
then it will ended up because when you're in a relationship, guys, you are committed to each other. I'm committed that any one of us will get sick. There's someone to take care of us. I can take care of him. He can take care of me. Even though he keeps insisting that he will die soon, he will die ahead or before me.
well, chances are I'm
Yeah.
going to,
But
through natural causes, kind of thing.
when we live life for today, we don't live our life for tomorrow. What is there tomorrow? Tomorrow is not for us.
Tomor-
It's a gift.
Tomorrow's a promissory note.
Yeah, tomorrow is a gift. We never know.
Right.
Maybe I was just working in the garden and I'm died.
Could be.
But at least,
You fell off that rock that I fell off
Yeah,
of and crushed that corn.
yeah. So better, and I really would wish that, I don't know, we're not giving you so much maybe for a tips or for an insights, but just have the basic,
Yeah.
which is trust your instincts, trust your
Yeah.
personal judgment about stuff, but then
Don't-
verify.
Basically, I
You
would
know?
say don't block your brain out 100% of the time and just follow your heart.
Yes.
You got to listen to your brain a little bit, anyways. If
Yes.
if it's picking something up, maybe you should look into it a little bit.
Yes.
Doesn't mean that it's true what your brain is thinking, but if you don't look into it a little bit, you'll
Yeah.
never know.
Yeah.
So
Because nothing gained, nothing ventured. Nothing ventured, nothing
ventured,
gained.
nothing gained.
So everything actually is a risk, or you
Well,
take
life
risk.
is life is
You
a
take
risk.
you take your chances. You told me you take your chances on me, even if you're thinking that, oh, maybe she will not respond me.
Oh yeah, when
all of
when I
that
first
stuff.
came across your profile you're talking about, I thought, there's no way that she's gonna reply to me.
Yeah, but little did he know, guys, that I was just really only looking for someone that can wanted to live on the farm with me, enjoy the simple things, enjoy the simple life,
Right.
and
Not a guy that's a socialite that
Yeah.
has to be down constantly visiting with friends and foreigners and stuff that are.
I'm
over
not
here.
again. I'm not keeping Randy, guys, to
No.
go and be with foreigners or meet his friends. But unfortunately, he does
Yeah.
not know anyone here.
Well, I could. If
Gary, but
I could if I wanted
Yeah.
to. I mean, I could go down to into the places where the foreigners hang out.
but that will break his answer to me when
Well, yeah.
when I base on my decision whether to go.
Honey,
Talk to her.
we'll
Him.
always we'll also tell them to be careful what you wish for. You just might get it. And so she wanted me to be up here on the farm with her, right? Now she can't even get me off the farm to go to town at all.
Yeah, it's very true, guys. So I just do everything alone these days.
Yeah.
I do shopping alone. but I understand because it's also difficult to maneuver a motorcycle and having with me a lot of stuff with me, holding on a motorcycle, running in a motorcycle. So
Right.
yeah, it's just okay. I'm happy that he's here. He's happy that he have internet, he have things, he have all he needs
Right.
here.
Yep. high-speed internet, and
Yeah.
a beautiful woman that loves and
That he
takes care
fights
of
with.
me. Oh yeah, we squabble once in a while, but that's part of a relationship.
Boy, no relationship that doesn't have a
Yeah,
argument.
yeah. If you don't have any squabbles at all, there's something wrong.
It's boring.
It is.
There's
What do you
one
mean? What are you trying? You
there's
trying to pick a fight?
there's a point, guys, that why are you picking on me? Why are you yelling at me? Why are you how do you say? And I said, what do you want me to yell with? The neighbors? That's what you are here for.
They're probably all listening anyways.
Yeah.
but it's okay.
So anyway, what else you can add to this dating?
That's about enough, I think. You know, just be vigilant, guys, and hopefully, with any luck, you'll hit a home run like I did meeting Rosemary.
Home run like
I'm
a baseball.
I've never been happier in life. You know,
Thank you.
I've got everything I ever wanted.
He doesn't want to kiss me, guys, because I have a lipstick.
Yeah.
See? He doesn't want
Well, I
it.
have to wipe it off.
So anyway, as you see, this is just
Do you think this is a Bud Light I'm drinking here?
no. We don't have Bud Light. It's only in the USA.
That whole fiasco is something, huh? And it's like, yeah.
We don't talk about that.
Doesn't matter.
YouTube will flag us.
Well, YouTube flags everything. You know, that's the way it goes. I don't care. I'm not going to shut up just because that's exactly what they're trying to do with all this crap. They're trying to cram it all down our throats, and we don't like it.
Yeah.
So you know.
So what are the rest of the comments that we need to address?
No, you don't have any sisters that are available.
Yeah, I don't have sisters available. They're all taken. But we have
Right.
friends that really asking me or asking us and sending us emails. So I don't know how to get them to you guys because
Yeah,
I don't
because
know
we don't want to really be in the dating thing of trying to
Yeah.
connect people together.
I would I would
Not
just
online,
recommend
anyways.
for people that are preparing for the retirement, because not everyone is blessed that for finances stability, you know.
Right.
And I know that most of our some or there are a few of our YouTube family viewers that are still working for the retirement, and it would be
Right.
nice that while you're working for your retirement, you are already developing, if you don't have a relationship yet, you are already communicating with someone, and then you build your dreams, you live your future retirement. Because I think for every people that works their entire life, like him, like Randy, and like me, I mean, I didn't work for my entire life. I just worked for like 20 years, and I retired early.
Well, that's about
The
the length of time everybody works because you're only 40 years old.
Yeah.
So-
The best life, I guess, would be the retirement. No? And it's best to spend it with someone that you enjoyed,
Right.
someone that will take care of you, someone that will respect you, someone that will love you,
In the
someone you can
ideal
fight
world,
with
right?
without someone you can fight with without telling you get the way, or get
Yeah.
get the fuck out of here.
The only other thing I can say, guys, is never give up trying, because of the fact I was kind of that point where it's like, nah, what's the sense in all this shit, right? Because nothing good was ever happening, as
Yeah.
far as that goes, and it's just like, maybe I need to focus my life somewhere else
When
on
the-
something else.
Yeah.
But even though I wanted to be with a woman in my golden years, kind of a thing.
The truth is, we all have failed relationships, especially when we were younger. And then when we get older, we get wiser.
Especially me.
Yeah, I mean, me guys, I had a few failed relationship, but it didn't fail because I failed. It didn't work out well is because you have your certain preferences of a relationship, and if
Right.
it does not go with what you prefer for a relationship, why stress yourself and why stay with that relationship? You have to set yourself free, you have to set that man free, right? and
Yeah.
then you'll it will give another windows of opportunity, and probably a better situation or a better relationship, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, don't worry about past relationships. It's
That's what happened to me many, many, many times.
yeah.
Way more
Yeah.
than you.
Of course, I only had very few. I only had very few with men, relationships, and most of it is, well, all of it. I was the one who get out from the relationship. It's because I know it's not going anywhere. Especially, that is why the one thing. Okay, what is the one best thing that you learn from every relationship? If there's a one thing
The
that you learn
the
every
best
relationship.
thing that you learn,
Yeah.
I guess you can say you learn more and more of what it is you don't like to tolerate. You know,
Yeah.
just to be in the relationship. It's like, because you know how people change after they've been together for a while. Like I've
Yeah.
been with Rosemary for a year, and obviously it's not the same as like when I first got here.
Yeah.
You settle into a routine, but and the changes that have occurred between us though have been on the positive side. They're not the negative ones where it's like, why do you do that? Why do you always leave shit laying around, and not picking it up? And why are you doing this? And start complaining about everything.
Yeah.
And it's just like ours is ours is we just kind of laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're both the same. I got crap everywhere.
Nothing,
this and that.
nothing so serious, guys. It's we always if we had something like we thought that we really fight about, and we always pause, and then, is it really important to fight about it? It's something
Yeah.
like that. So anyway, with me, the most and the very important thing I learned from every relationship is that I will never and I will never settle for a relationship that I always do the adjustment.
Well,
You
yeah.
know, just to make your relationship work. It's not gonna work out because it has to be both of you must accept or share everything. Like if there is something that you need to talk about and hear each both sides opinion, you have to do it. In my failed relationships, I always avoid fights. I always, because I am on always a positive side. I always think that the situation will change and this and that by
Really?
being silent. By being silent, most of the men in my past relationship, they don't let my brain speaks out, or my heart
Yeah, they want
speaks
you to
out.
they want you to act a certain
They
way.
just wanted me to listen because I'm a woman. That's how you should act. And not guys, not all guys are intelligent. Not all guys are right. I'm not.
Not intelligent. I'm one of them.
No, I mean, and so I learned to more.
You're being serious.
I learned to respect myself and love myself, love the man. Of course, I always do that, but also do not forget that in a relationship, it's not just always adjusting. Like,
Careful, don't start acting like a Western woman where she's the only thing that matters.
no, I mean
Yeah,
both.
It's like,
And
I
I already
gotta respect myself and this and that.
I already said both of us will have a chance to talk and explain things, or none of you must need to adjust. There's only communication.
Basically, don't start telling one another what to do.
Yeah.
It's like, what? Well, you're doing that and you're doing this, and all of a sudden you go, well, I don't like that. You shouldn't be doing that. And it's like, well, fuck, they were doing it before, so why is it a problem now?
Yeah, that is why it's very important that what I learned from in our specific relationship is that makes us work. Well, we're not gonna boast it so much because we're not 50 years anniversary celebrating, but 3 years is a long time for us. And
3 years is coming up. It's,
yeah.
Well, May 29th? May 29th will be our 3-year anniversary, so.
And the thing I learned, guys, is that is why it is very important during the long distance relationship, if you are into it, that what you likes, what he does not like, both of you, what you prefer, topics that you discuss about that you agree.
Yeah.
Because when you are into the actual living and an actual
Oh,
uh,
that reminds me of another thing I wanted to say to watch out for.
what
Is women that start sending you provocative photos real quick.
provocative
Provocative,
or
yeah.
seductive.
Well, seductive, provocative, you know.
Provocative is provocation.
Very, very sexy pictures
Okay.
that you would call inappropriate, you know.
I didn't send it to him until 2 months, or when we
Yeah,
are
it was a while.
sure. Yeah, when it's a while until we are sure that we are into each other, and we are into the relationship, we are committed,
Right.
because it is normal. And another one more thing, for
There's
the
always one more
foreigner,
thing.
or for you guys, especially the English speaking person, because most of you is English speaking person. It is very important that if you find the Filipina, if you wanted the Filipina, I'm not criticizing, but I am just telling you the truth that one thing that makes our relationship even more stronger is that I don't stop talking.
Well, no, she has an in-depth knowledge of English, right? So we can hold deep conversations about subjects.
Especially,
A lot of Filipinos, they can speak English well enough where you
That's
can
right.
you can function. What do you want to eat, this and that. But if you're trying to, I don't know, discuss a topic in depth, right?
yeah,
Over the years, you'll get kind of not bored, not the right word, but you'll be missing it, right? Where we can actually sit and talk about.
especially if you are
Yeah.
a conversation type person. Randy is a conversation type person, guys. Sometimes he's upset that
Not
I'm
on
not
camera.
listening to him, But
Oh yeah, that's because you're on that
we love
fucking
we
YouTube.
he love conversation, and if you're that type of person, don't settle and don't waste your time to get a Filipina that only understands the basic. I know that everyone can learn, right? Everyone can be learned, but
Not me.
the in-depth knowledge of it, right? The more deeper English understanding, it's not everyone is blessed by it.
Right.
Let's put it that way.
Rose
Right.
Rose understands the slang. She understands the innuendos and the puns and stuff like that.
We have mis-
She knows what it means.
Ooh, we have misunderstanding too, guys. We just had a fight last night because I
Wasn't
used
last
the
night.
2 nights
That
ago.
was a couple of nights ago.
I used the word I'm putting
She-
up with you in a different.
Yeah, she puts up with me. It's like, oh really? That's what you do? You put up with me?
What I was
I
trying
just
to.
put up with you.
Yeah, I used it in a wrong sentence. I was trying to say I'm used with the vices. I mean, I accepted it already. I'm used with it, but I used the put up because that's what he said when we were already arguing.
You just put up with me?
So-
So I guess it is about the money.
Yeah, so it's difficult to not to be able to talk normal and to understand, because I think communication is the one that also makes
Well, yeah,
relationships more stronger.
It's important to have communication
yeah,
in a
like we do,
relationship.
because even in America, you both speaking in English really good, but still you didn't work out well, right? There's a lot of,
Oh, yeah,
of
yeah.
divorces.
Yeah, it's about a 50% divorce rate in the
So,
States.
yeah, I mean that in a good way, right? Because tell them your experience.
Which one?
He have an experience of a 1 year relationship with a Filipina that does not speak English good, right?
Yeah, she doesn't. I mean, she understood it enough, like, what do you want to eat, or what are you gonna buy me, kind of thing.
Yeah.
What you gonna get me? I mean, like for her birthday or anniversary
That's-
or
Yeah.
any day, basically.
I am just every one of us guys is different. Okay, I'm just giving you our experience and the way
what was the other
the
one?
way how we see it, huh?
She also knew the expression take a shower. Take a shower. That's like, how many showers am I supposed to take a fucking day? You know what I mean? Take a shower. Take a shower.
Because to tell you honestly, guys, I also have a friend over here, which is an Australian, and she have a Filipina. They're always having trouble because of communication, and she does not understand him very well. But then they are already into a relationship that my Australian friend have already invested a lot, right? And that makes him very difficult to but then every time we talk and we touch the subject of friends asking how is your life, and he will always say, I'm glad that you're happy with Randy, everything goes well, blah blah blah. And then if every time I would ask him, it's always a sad
He's
story
lying
of,
to you. He wants you.
yeah, I think no, it's not kidding, guys. I knew him since 2014 or 2015, and he's a good friend. He's a good friend, and he's having the trouble of communication with a wife. And I'm not saying this as against him or against anyone or against anybody and against any woman. It's just that if you have a way and you have a choice of choosing your woman, because you're choosing your woman, right? Then
Oh, yeah, that's the idea.
you must include it. It's really difficult, guys.
It's one of those factors to look at,
One factor to consider,
right?
especially if you love to talk.
I was amazed that Rosemarie knows English like she does, and coming from the provinces, I didn't think I'd ever find such a good English-speaking woman that lived in the provinces.
They
I
say
just
it's a
didn't think
gift
it
from
would
God.
be. It must be.
It's a skill that I developed along the way. And even when I was at school, guys, I really love to learn English because, I will tell you a little bit of story about my life. Is when I was a kid, I was like 7, 8 years old or 10. I was really marrying a foreigner because we had a neighbor in the past. We had a one Filipina that married to a foreigner that has a very beautiful children. I always wanted to have a very beautiful children. And guys, to tell you the truth, the mixed Filipina and mixed foreigner blood is a very, very beautiful kids.
Well, yeah. Look at Angel.
Yeah.
Right.
So it was my when I was a kid, When I was a kid, I always wanted to have a beautiful. When I grow up, I wanted money. That's why I am with a foreigner. Okay? That's the truth, guys.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, she found it. That's why she learned English so good.
Oh, yeah.
So she knew exactly how to milk me
know,
out of my money.
Of course, I'm good with it. No, it's a self-learn. I love to read English.
I sure love her milking though. Mm-hmm. Oh, Lord.
I love reading English,
we always
guys.
get
I
in
love
trouble.
watching English movies. That's where I learn. And what happened to my headband? And when I was working, I dealt with foreign customers as well sometimes in the meat shop and everywhere I work.
Meat shop. That doesn't sound good.
Meat shop and at the cell phone
She
store.
didn't get that one.
What is meat? What?
Meat shop. It's like an expression of like it has to deal with sex. The meat shop.
Oh my God! So anyway, what more else we can say, guys? You can actually just put it in the comments, and we'll address that issue in the future.
Maybe. You never know.
Yeah.
That's if I'm still around tomorrow.
Well, if you're not around here, you have to remember there are one comment out there that I must put 100 list of men in case you die.
Oh yeah, the one guy he's never one on the list. He wanted to be never one on the list. We said, too late. There's already like 100 in front of you. So yeah, no.
Yeah.
Maybe one day we'll auction her off to the highest bidder.
And whatever we may thinking 10, 15 years from now might not be the same as how we think today.
Well, no, I know
you
that.
you can never decide for yourself what you're gonna do 10 years and 20 years from now. You can only have the idea, but to decide, No, because when you decide, you
Well,
always depend on the
20
situation.
20 years from now,
I'll be 50. I'll be 60.
all I'll be doing is knocking on the top of the coffin. Let me out, let me out.
So anyway, guys, this has been a very long conversation.
We're gonna have this be 2 different videos now.
Yeah,
Oh well,
that's okay.
part 1, part 2.
Yeah.
So, all right, guys. Well, hopefully you got a few laughs and learned a little bit, from our perspective of what we went through in our relationship.
Don't worry, guys. We're learning not to talk all at the same time. It's just very
Oh
difficult.
no, we aren't.
It is very difficult, and maybe one day we're gonna have to make video separately.
What happened to that code of me squeezing your hand?
Yeah,
when
I thought
wanted
we
to
were
talk,
having
and
a
you
code.
squeeze my hand when I wanted to talk. We don't hold hands anymore. No.
Well, guys, Randy's hands will be hurting so
Yeah.
so much because I will not be letting it go. Squeeze
Yeah,
so that they
because
cannot
she
talk.
always wants to talk.
Oi,
What?
tell them very honestly that you wanted me to do speak because I'm a good speaker than you. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
She says, well, who's gonna do the intro and stuff like that? And I says, well, not me, because I talk, kind of like seriously and this and that, and I don't really smile and laugh. I joke around and laugh, but just in normal conversations, I'm nowhere near as pleasant as she is.
But I'm a happy person. You are
I know you
a
are.
grumpy person.
That's right. Don't piss me off.
Anyway, guys, thank you for staying with us. And more insights in the future, whatever whatever comes up in our mind.
Yeah.
We basically cannot give you everything in just one video, right?
It's impossible,
It's very impossible.
right?
But
So, anyways, off we go. We appreciate our YouTube family.
so you do the closing remarks then.
Yeah, okay. I was, and you interrupted. Typical. But anyways, we appreciate you guys and virtually everybody that comments on our channel. We have very few people that make derogatory comments, which is nice. I mean, there's a lot of channels where people are just pick on them.
Shout out to all our channel members, channel family members,
Yeah.
YouTube family, and super thanks senders and the regular viewers. We consider you as
regular.
family, guys.
Right.
And thank you, everyone. And wherever you are in the world, be safe and be well. Bye!
Cheers, everyone.